Yes.
So it might be you have a strong belief in family loyalty. You have a strong belief in your religion. You have a strong
It's
belief.
mean that in a good way.
Yes.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that everybody thinks the way you do. It's the way you were raised and what you believe in strongly may not be what I believe and what I believe in strongly. Which kind of gets to one of the areas that we talked about yesterday was religious tolerance.
Yeah.
Your religious beliefs may very well be different from mine, which may be very different from his, which may be very different from hers. Which doesn't say that any of them are wrong, but we all have a righteous belief in our religious views, which is why religious tolerance is an important thing. But we may have a righteous, we believe that we are right about our political beliefs, that some people are what we refer to in my country as liberal, others are conservative, and generally the conservatives believe that they're righteous in their conservative beliefs, the liberals believe they're righteous in their liberal beliefs.
Okay.
And they're not the same beliefs. But you have a righteous position. A righteous position.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yes. W-A-U-K-E-E. Milwaukee. That's the city, the big city that I live near.
Please excuse me because the monk looks like it.
Okay.
Not me.
I know.
Please excuse me.
It's going, why did you turn it off?
I tried to turn, but
Okay.
the monk said.
Okay, we're on. Okay, so anybody who wants to Facebook me as a friend, you've got the information. W-I-S-C-O-N-S-I-N. Wisconsin is the W-A-U-K-E-E. K-E-E. Milwaukee.
M-I-L-W-A-U.
K-E-E. It's an Indian word from our Native American Indians, and it means where the three rivers meet. That's what Milwaukee means. Okay. All right. So let's talk about pollution and global warming. What kind of pollution bothers you most? Anybody?
The noise.
Noise.
Air pollution. Bad neighbor.
That's noise.
They always bring the dogs and the cat to have the อะไรนะขี้ก็เรียกอะไร
Yep.
ไปขี้
Yep. What other kinds of pollution?
water
Water.
ให้แมวออกขี้ก็ว่าอะไรวะ
Any others? Floating? I don't know what that means. Floating. Okay. Other kinds of pollution. Air. How about
global warming
global warming is not pollution. Global warming is a different issue. So pollution, we have Noise, air, water, floating. Air pollution, what are the causes of air pollution? What causes air pollution? What?
Factories.
Factories.
Burn oil, burn gases.
Factories. Fossil fuels.
Fossil.
Fossil fuels, things like coal, gas, autos, automobiles,
People burn the forest.
forest fires.
Burn the forest.
Forest fires. Okay. So, now we have a problem. We talked about one of the ways to reduce world poverty is to build factories in order to have manufacturing in areas so we can employ the people. Factories lead to air pollution. So you have one problem that you fix and another problem that you create. So that's one of the interesting problems with all of the problems in the world is if you try to fix something, that's great, but then you end up creating a different set of problems. So, what are some of the things that we can do in order to minimize noise pollution? Any ideas? What can you do?
Open is a club and open around noise in every
Nightclub.
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 A club near my house.
Ah, all right. A cop.
CLUB.
CLUB club. Nightclub.
Wait a minute.
ทางบ้านเราอะ
CRUP?
CLUB.
Club. Club. What, you're going to club the dog or the cat? No. Okay. What you can do is have
open
regulation or laws. You can have laws about noise pollution that if the dog starts barking at 11 o'clock at night, you get a fine. Suddenly the dog won't be barking as much. Okay? Or bad neighbors. You can, in my country anyway, you can call the police and say, they're partying too loud, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and the police will go out there and shut the party down. Do they do that here? No? They should. Okay. What else might you do to stop noise pollution?
My problem is noise is construction.
Construction noise.
Construction.
Okay. Okay, how do you stop that?
Construction.
How do you stop construction noise?
Construction is really loud,
It is loud.
and I think it's sometimes not time for doing.
Yeah, what you have to do, you have to have construction or things aren't going to get done, but you can regulate the time. So they can't start working before 7 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they have to stop by 6 o'clock. That's the only way you can solve it, because they still have to be able to do the work, But if you can have them doing it when most people are awake and away and doing their thing during the day.
Teacher, on the work time, you can't control the work.
No, right, exactly. They have to,
You can't control
no.
whether you have
but you can control when they can do it.
yes.
In my country, a lot of, and where I live, we have large lawns. I don't see a lot of them around the city here, maybe the further out you get. But you're restricted from running lawnmowers and cutting your lawns to certain hours in the day, just to reduce the noise pollution. Okay. All right. Air pollution. What do we do with factories? How can you can have those reduce air pollution?
When the factories and the people burn the fossil, we have a lot of smoke.
Yep,
It is difficult, it's hard to breathe.
right? That leads to smoke,
There are lots of smoke.
and that leads to the pollution. So,
And also the plastic jams.
plastic. Okay, so what are we going to do about reducing